It was a gun.
I'm not voting.
If we want to build our nation.
The problem with the Somalians.
Just want to experience something else than a black man.
Move on, move
Don't be like a horse with blinkers on.
Honestly say, I was about to have
Corrupt
sex and then I pulled
crap, but it's nice.
My name is Ongama Manyase. I'm 22 years old. I'm from Masiphumelele in Hoek.
My name is Muzilim Khwakane. I stayed Priest Down, halfway house. I'm a volunteer at City Mission.
My name is Samkelo Jada. I'm 20 years old and I'm from Ocean View in Hoek.
My name is Dumisani. My surname is Matondile. I live in Khayelitsha, Mandela Park.
My name is Mvuyisi Kilimane. I'm 29 years old. I'm from Side B Khayelitsha.
My name is Kaya. His name is Kili. I'm a volunteer at City Mission.
Yeah, the name is Leboang Semama and I live in Khayelitsha, Mandela Park.
In our communities, you so often find it that sex is a taboo topic that parents don't see as something that they can speak to their children, and you often find that they shift the responsibility to the teachers, and they instead of them taking responsibility as a parent to actually sit their child down and speak to them, they actually expect that to be done by the teacher. You know, no, I send this child to school and the teacher should do this, and my job is from like 8 in the evening till, so I don't know why it's like that. It's been going on like that since back in the days, because even our parents, you find that they tell us that, I could never have these conversations with my parents. So maybe it's something that they saw as being right, because that's how they grew up.
They don't actually talk to us as maybe earlier teenagers, like 12 years, 13 years, you see, about sex. Especially the girls, you see. Maybe if it just pop up the advertisement of a choice condoms, you see, then a child can ask, Dad, what is that? And you could hear your father will say, hey, don't talk about that. This is the old people things, you see. So the child will go out, you see, and she or he will hear from her friends or his friends, you see. So when they are talking about it, they won't say it's a protection or whatever. They will say maybe it's a glove or a gumboots or whatever the name they call, you see. So I think somehow we need to communicate with our children.
Exactly what you're talking about, like when it comes to sex. Like I think that's why majority of teenage pregnancy happens in black communities. There's always a distance between a child and a parent. Yeah. There's that distance, right? But if you look at for example, a white community, like a white child treats their parent as a parent and as a friend, right? They go to them and ask them, and the parent will say, my child, this and this and this, and they know that at a certain age, there's the talk. Like, for example, what you're talking about, this sex talk, right? There's the talk, and they'll sit you down and they'll tell you. Well, they start at a younger age. They first say the birds and the bees type of thing, and then when you grow older, they go into more detail as to what this is, right? But us as black people, like there isn't that type of support.
I feel as though that parents should be open with their children about it so that they can teach them, what is sex, what can sex before time lead to, what are the consequences of engaging in sex at an early age, teenage pregnancies, sicknesses. So yes, they should. It's something that they should be open about, but they're not.
It's going to be too much work for us to go back to adults to try to change their mindset, because they've been grow up in this. They are stuck there, and for them it worked then, because things have changed since their youth time. So there were no internets like that. The kids can go to the phone and see the pornographies and so on. So it was like the mother and the father. That's the only people that they can and have sex and so on. So for them to not talk about sex by then, it was a good thing, because it worked. Because few of them, they get pregnant while they are teenagers.
You don't have to be formal when you're speaking to the teenage. You must just make them feel free, you see, to join their conversation so that they can feel free. Because if you can come as adult to them, they won't talk anything to you, you see.
From my side, I don't think it's very difficult to do that because the kid is not mine, the child in the first place. So they're just kids who are just close by, of which I want a better future for them. So once I'm in front of them, I'm already like a role model in them. So when I'm with them, I talk everything straight. I tell them this is what is going to take place. If you use sex, or if you're having sex without a protection, you're gonna surely you wanna have AIDS because we don't know that lady that you are sleeping, how many people they have slept with.
In the olden days, once a teenager got pregnant, it was a big thing. I think also we have to change that mindset of today of letting it be a normal thing. Because now a child gets pregnant, like, like no one cares about it anymore. It's like they're expecting this type of thing to happen. We've accepted it, which is not right.
Yeah.
You see?
If you get to 20 years without a kid, what's wrong with you? It's like there's something
That's
wrong.
weird. I've been asked that.
No.
They've asked me like, are you 22? Are you sure?
Yeah, but
you have no child.
So for me, it's not very difficult because they see me as a role model. So I'm putting the chances. I'm kind of like warning them to make the right decision. If they don't, they will be on that side. And then I'm also like pointing the people who have been in this road before, you understand? People who self-distracted them, who make the wrong decision. People that they see, they say, you see that one and that one and that one. Look at their life now. They were also in the same age like you. They made those decisions. They did hear from schools about sex and all that stuff. They were also in the same place, but they kind of like, because of, I don't know, maybe the peer pressure or the peer pressure, I can say so, they ended up making the wrong decision. And now this is their lives.
With our programs that we are doing with kids, we need to integrate this topic there with our life skills and so on, but we must talk about this so that these kids can also carry the message to their peers at school.
Even if, let's say, like youngsters don't like speaking to adults, there will be at least, let's say 1 in 5 that is willing to listen, right? Can talk to that specific one. You know that one will go to their friends and actually speak about this comfortably with them.
The other thing you can do if you're scared, you don't feel comfortable to speak to talk to him about sex or about things, you can teach him the Bible, man. Tell him about to fear of God. If you fear God, and you don't have to go to sex before time.
It's not right to have sex in a younger age, but kids don't listen. They're just doing kid stuff, and they'll do it even if you warn them. You
being an older person, obviously, you like a joke to them. Oh, so-and-so came and spoke to me about sex, like, laughing thing. So it goes back to you speaking to them and them actually hearing you, what you're saying. And so it's an individual choice, basically.
In the past, they used to say that if you don't have a girlfriend, you see, usishuman, you see. But now, if you have one girlfriend, they say usishuman, which is, you don't have to have one. You have to have more than 2. Even the girls, they are talking on Facebook. No, you can't have one guy. You see, you must have 2 or 3.
And they always ask that question, how do you know he's loyal to you? And you're busy being loyal to him. Where does this distrust come from?
Somewhere along the way, they've lost the meaning of what love is. As much as we're saying that we're speaking of an age group of 16, so they don't really know yet, but I don't know, maybe in the households that they're in, maybe they see their father practicing this, where the mother is the one who's being oppressed and the father is having the lady at the back, the lady across the road, and that kind of thing. Yes, and then the child also grows up to that and they see that as being the right thing, because that's where the child first picks up home is where the child first picks up their values and morals.
Actually, I think it's something they picked up in the streets, and that actually puts us in more danger, That's when you actually increase your chances of getting HIV and AIDS and all that stuff, because you have more than one partner. If you had one, you have like at least, let's say 5% of getting HIV, because you're only with that one person, and she's only with you. But now when you with her, and her, you don't know, like, let's say now she knows that you with her, and her. Obviously now she won't feel the need to be committed in this relationship.
Let's look at why they are doing this. Why they want to have 3 girlfriends or more. what they are looking for, you know. So again, it bounces back to the family, as you said, because there's lack of love in the family. So some of the kids, they don't know the meaning of love because they were never told. Nobody's saying at home, I love you.
And you can see that they're really lacking love because now there's this new thing of blessers and they are old people. And like, I know age is just a number apparently, but now where did we lose it and see that, I should rather, date someone my father's age.
No,
so you can see this child is really not getting love at home.
That's where
because
that
now they don't
problem
even
is.
want the people their own size, they
Exactly.
want people who are older than them.
As the fathers, you see, like we need like to told, like especially our daughters, that my child, you are very beautiful.
You know how a guy approaches a girl, like it will be the first day you've never seen this girl. This is the first time you're seeing her. And how you approach her, you go straight and say, "Ndiyakuthanda, I love you." How do you love a person you just saw now? And for some reason they fall for it because they don't hear it enough. Like they see this guy, wow, this guy say he loves me. Like how do you believe that like a person just saw you now and they love you now? Just like that. They don't know who you are, what's your name, what's your last name, where you come from, how old you are, but they love you though. How does that work,
You see. So now I saw this Indian girl, you see. I was going to the restaurant, you see, so she was sitting alone there. So I told her, "No, you are beautiful." Then she said, "No, thank you. My father told me that every day." You see. So she never take it that serious because she heard that every day in her father, you see. And I think us as a black people, like we should do the same.
So if we can teach the mothers of today that it's cool to tell your child, even if it's a boy or a girl, that I love you, So we build a strong families. I think if we can have strong families with the right values, spend time with your children, and then they will never go out and look for what you call these blessers and mother, sugar mama and those things, because they get more of that at home.
My dream basically is to be a successful sound engineer, work in media, in television, so that I can pass on all these messages.
My dream is to see the other children who are smoking, doing drugs and criminal activities, to be out of the criminal activities they do.
My dream is to be given an opportunity to help my community and the children that are doing drugs and crime, to support them with their future.
My dream is to build a big business and employ the prisoners and teach them about God.
My dream is to go to my community to stop children to go into crime.
My dream is to see everyone goes back to God.
My dream is to work in the field of family law because I want to be able to reach out to other children who come from houses that aren't where they don't get support, to create that conducive kind of environment for them, to encourage them to reach for their fullest potential.